It does. Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay, if there's a problem, let me know.
Okay. Good deal.
So she needs to go back a little, Jan, because I don't
Well,
think...
she'll start over.
Okay,
Okay.
because the standby didn't get it.
That's fine. Okay.
Uh,
So tell about Ludwig's Castle.
So looking at it, it'll say record, and if it's not, it's standby.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay. What did you just eat?
A rich tea biscuit.
A rich digestive biscuit. Okay.
Okay. My
Ludwig's Castle.
My favorite part about however you say it, the castle place, was it was in his bedroom. There was a bed, and it had like all over Germany. There were churches of Germany carved in the top of it. It was so cool. It took like 2 or 3 years to carve.
Amazing.
Yes. That was above his bed, and it was so cool. And let's think. Then we walked around Houston, in the shops. We walked around and yeah, that was cool. And then we stayed in a little town called Hopfen, where there was a lake across the street, and we could see that it was going to rain pretty soon because we saw the clouds. And then when we were going swimming right before the clouds came, right before the rain came, we went swimming in the lake for like 15 minutes, and then they were closing that area
because
the
of
lake.
probably lightning or something, huh? Yeah.
And then, so we had to go back. But when we got back, it was like pouring down.
Oh, really?
But
Did you get your tent up?
yeah,
In time?
it was already up. But then our tent blew over while we were gone, so our neighbors staked it down.
Oh, that was really nice.
Yeah, but pretty much we had to cook in the laundry room because we couldn't cook outside because it was like really wet.
Yeah.
It was like really raining for the rest of the night, but we were pretty dry during the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then, yes, that was that day. And then the next day was really big because we went to 4 different brand new countries. The
4
first-
in one day?
Yeah.
Whoa-y.
First it was like a beautiful day. There was beautiful countryside. It was really pretty. And then we drove into Austria. Then Mom and Dad surprised us we drove into Italy.
Oh, fun.
And we stayed at a lake for 45 minutes or something. It
Uh-huh.
was a pretty lake. It was nice and clear. We
lovely.
got to walk around in it.
Uh-huh.
And then we drove into Liechtenstein, where there was a great playground with a great zip line.
Whoa.
And then Flims, Switzerland is where we stayed. It was like off the edge of a cliff, really. But it was like raining really hard that night. So, yeah, it was called Flims, but we had ravioli for dinner. And then when it dried out, later in the day, at night, we went to see some ice skaters in this big ice
Ooh,
skating
wow.
place
Oh,
right
fun.
in the middle of nowhere off the edge
Whoa.
of a cliff. And then
Huh.
we saw like really good ice skaters in there, and we stayed there for like half an hour looking at them. And then, yeah, and then the next day we drove to Altkirch, France. Where was that? Oh yeah. We saw, when we were driving way up in the mountains. It was really cold when we got out, but there was a huge, like a massive a huge glacier coming way up.
Ooh, wow. And what color was it?
Purple.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it was the
Yeah.
white too.
Blue?
White and blue.
Yeah.
Yes. But it wasn't green or anything. Or pink. or anything. But it was huge. And then that night we stayed in Altkirch. Sam bought a pocket knife, and we saw people paragliding,
Mm.
landing in this field right next to us.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, I want to do that one.
Yeah.
It looks really fun because there was a teenager strapped on the back of her dad doing that.
Oh, really? Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yes. Let's think. Drew bought a T-shirt. It was cute because it was cute.
Hmm.
It said Swiss on it.
Mhm.
And then that because we were looking around in Switzerland at that time, and then we stayed in Altkirch. We stayed in Altkirch 2 nights. It was what was there? Let me think. Yeah, it was a nice campground. The next day, we were staying there 2 nights, and the next day we drove into the town. It was a Sunday,
Mhm.
and it was like completely deserted because there was like no one there.
Hmm.
No one at all because everyone just stays in their houses or something, and no shops were open.
Mhm.
But we went inside a beautiful church,
Hmm.
and we looked around there.
Mhm.
And then the only thing that was open was a little bakery. There's this mean old woman who she was like very
Grouchy.
yeah that day. And there's this mean old woman who like was really huffy about how Dad didn't have like anything smaller than a 10
Oh, Euro.
yeah
Uh-huh.
10 euro bill thing. And then she was really mad about that. And
Oh,
she had to
well.
count out all that change.
Too bad. Too bad for her. She sounds like she's a miserable person.
Yeah.
Okay?
And then, yes, that was, oh yeah, we went swimming that day in a public pool.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the boys got kicked out because they
They-
didn't have these teeny little
I know,
Speedo
that's-
underpants.
I know. That's
Uh,
ridiculous.
Yeah,
but-
and they just had the regular swimsuits, and
Yeah.
then they got kicked out because they were too
Yeah.
long. And that's the law. And then, but we got to swim. It was really fun because there was a water slide. And then, okay. And then the next day we drove to Two Tree. Where, oh yeah. We went to a cheese factory place.
Mm.
We didn't get to see them making cheese, but we went to a little gift shop where Mom, she ordered 100 grams of this hard cheese, but the lady, she was like leaning all her weight on it, and she could only cut a 50-gram thing, so
So that's what you got, huh?
yeah. But it was really good cheese.
Oh, yeah.
And we used some of it that night, or the next night, to make, what's it called? Journal. Tortellini.
Ooh, yummy.
We used some of the cheese to make tortellini with chicken.
It's really good.
Yeah.
You guys ate like gourmets. My gosh. Really good.
Okay, and then we had a ton of cheese, and we ate it, like lots of it on a cracker.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. Oh yeah, we went to a castle before we went to our campsite. We went to a big castle where some of the kings had lived, but it was really interesting. But everything was in French, so we couldn't take an English tour, but they had little pamphlets for us to look at. It was fun.
Mm-hmm. So do you have a lot of pamphlets to read when you get home?
We didn't get to keep those, but
Oh, uh-huh.
yeah, we do have.
Because that's kind of fun. You know, when you're on a trip, you're too busy to read them, but when you get home, you can really kind of enjoy them.
That's true. Yeah, like, one place they, in London, they told us that we could bring them home to our teachers.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And then we went to our campsite. And then the next day, we drove to a place called Samarot, France.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were staying there 2 nights. But we saw this huge like palace thing. It was called I don't know what it was called, but it was a giant chateau that all of the kings from the since the 17th century had lived in there. It was like huge. It was like bigger than this room.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was probably like a million times bigger than this
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
But
Fun.
yeah, so we were gonna go there the next day when we stayed there. So we got a camping place. It was right next to a river and it was really nice. So the next day we went to the chateau place. And then let's think. And then we took a tour around there, and we took a tour. Let's think. And then let's think what we did on that tour. Oh yeah, we just jumped right into an English tour, and there were like tons of fancy things. Oh my goodness. Okay, here they were. Like, whenever they wanted anything, they got it. Like, they got like a huge bedroom or a teeny bedroom, whichever they really wanted. So some people dined in these huge halls with these. Oh my goodness, they were rich.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
If they wanted a gold pitcher to pour, they would
Or
just
a golden punch bowl.
snap their fingers, huh?
Get over here. And then, jeez. Well, they were really rich, and it was like the hugest thing. We only took like a tour of like one side of it, and there was like an hour-long tour.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like,
Okay, just one. All right. There you go with your digestive.
oh yeah. Let's think. Yeah, so that was a really cool tour. But it turned out to be a bus tour. So we couldn't go on the bus because they probably would have kicked us off. So we just
Why?
jumped right into it. It was a
Oh,
bus
because
tour.
it was a guided tour. The
Yeah.
people came from the States or something. Yeah, good. Okay.
Yeah, so, what? Oh yeah, we were staying in. Yeah, so we took a walk on the lake, and we that it was a nice walk that night, and then we stayed there that night we stayed there, and the next day was the 3rd of August, and we stayed in where did we stay? We drove to Paris, and we took a train from the Channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that night we stayed in the London hotel.
Was it nice?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It was,
Was that kind of fun for a change?
yeah, it was. We stayed there 2 nights. But the second day we looked around London, we saw we took a tour of the Parliament building, and we learned all about the Queen and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to, what's it called? That church right across the street from the Parliament building.
Mm-hmm.
Called something. Let me
That's
think.
okay.
Oh yeah, I'll if I see enough. And then, oh yeah, we went to platform 9 3/4
Oh, yeah.
at King's Cross Station.
Why is that special?
Because in the Harry Potter book,
Mm-hmm.
he gets onto platform 9 3/4 to go to Hogwarts.
Were there a lot of people around there kind of taking
They
pictures
were
and
taking
things?
pictures.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. And then we went to Harrods, I think, which was a really fancy department store. It was like the hugest thing.
Hey, listen, there's something going on here. I have to check with Jay since I'm not new. It just came on. I don't know what that is. What is it, battery?
Well, I think the battery's getting low.
So what does that mean?
We have to put a different one on.
Oh,
You
So we looked around London for a while.
uh-huh.
It was like really fun, and then we walked back, and you know,
Mhm.
and then the next day. Well, the next day we camped. I'm trying to remember all this because I haven't caught up on my journal.
I know, that's okay. It's a good thing that you can consult with your parents and everything, get it down. Get it down fast though. You have to do that or you forget.
Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully finish it up tonight or on the plane.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so darn it, I can't remember what we did. But we camped the next night. So and then we went to your guys' house.
Uh-huh. Were we ever glad to see you? Man, oh man.
I can tell a lot about this house, but we're right here.
Yeah, right.
So we don't really
Yeah.
have to.
Maybe we'll tell a little bit about it. Okay.
I share a room with Claire.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then we drove to the cutest little town called Dent, and then
Oh, but you went to York and no. Okay, so go.
okay, so before we went to Dent, we went with Jay, and we drove to
Oxford and
Oxford, where we saw the college, and we looked around there. It was really cool. We went to a cool gift shop where we bought souvenirs. Everyone bought one except for me. Sam and Drew bought T-shirts, and Claire bought this thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it is, but
What did you see about? Let's see. What is it? What's the movie that was made there?
yeah, it was called. Well, it's all the Harry Potter
Yeah.
books are filmed.
Uh-huh.
No, all the Harry Potter books in the Great Hall scenes. They're
Uh-huh.
all filmed in this cafeteria in Oxford.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Where they
And-
were really eating, weren't they?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
really
that's
eating
cool.
there. And there were these 4 big long tables where all
Mm-hmm.
the characters eat. Yeah, and yeah, it looks bigger in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was really cool. And then we drove to Stratford where Shakespeare was born, and we went to a cool museum. It was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
A cool museum about him, and then we went to his birthplace house
Mm-hmm.
thing, and we learned about that. And then after that, we drove home, and
Here, right?
yeah, we drove back here,
Mm-hmm.
and then we drove to Dent,
Mm-hmm.
and we stayed there for a couple nights. But the bad part was, Jan was kind of getting into our tent, and then when she was walking out, she tripped over
Oh,
it.
yeah. That was the pits, wasn't it? Okay,
And then all the hospital stuff. And
yeah, I got good care. Okay.
That's good. And then we stayed there 2 nights. It's really cute. And there's this walk that we went on, which was the best one ever.
Oh
because-
yeah, your mom said that was so great.
Grandpa Jay?
Oh, can I go?
Yeah, just one more minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait for me, guys.
Yeah.
Please. And then, yeah. So that was definitely my favorite place to stay.
Uh-huh.
It was such a nice place, and then the walk was like right connected with our campground.
Oh, that's
It was really
wonderful.
nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back there when I'm older
Mm-hmm.
with my kids
Good.
and my dad.
Oh, good.
And then.
So then you came back here.
Yeah, and then we came back here, and now we're here. We're staying here for a couple days.
We took a
and-
bunch of pictures in front of the house, right?
Yeah, just now.
Cool.
And tomorrow we're hopefully going on the plane with hopefully a couple books,
Yeah.
and hopefully my journal, and hopefully a toothbrush.
Why are you hopeful?
Oh, because
Some terrace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna put a bomb on there, and now
Yeah.
like the airplanes are gonna change forever, and
Yeah.
because we can't buy anything and we can't like from in the shops and we can't bring anything on the plane. We can't like we can hardly even bring like one book.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be able to bring at least one book tomorrow so we can.
Okay.
At least they have TV. Yeah,
Okay. So wonderful. You are an excellent. Let's see. What do I say?
Excellent.
Narrator. Good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay. Let's. Yeah.
Where's your backpack?
You put a new one in. Oh,
On the table.
Oh, sorry.
that's okay. Wait a minute. Okay, let's get. I'll learn this, but I'm glad we've got it. Okay, Sam. let's have your idea of what about this place a little bit, and then tell about what you did, when you went to Oxford and Stratford, and then after that. Okay?
Okay.
Go for it.
Well, we're in Grimscote right now, and I really like it because it's a small town, and Jay and Jan are staying in a really nice house with lots of nice stuff in it. And so when we've been in England, one of the days we left from Grimscote, we went to Oxford and saw Oxford University and the place where Harry Potter was filmed.
And what did you buy?
I bought a shirt.
A real cool shirt. It's really cool. Okay?
Yeah, and then that same day we also went to Stratford upon Avon and saw the Shakespeare Museum,
Uh-huh.
and that was really fun too. And then we've also gone.
What
up
new
to-
did you learn about the Bard?
I don't know where Bart is.
Oh, Shakespeare.
Oh, well, there's 2 plays that he wrote that nobody has anymore. That was really interesting. Like they were lost.
They found him?
No.
Oh.
they've Never found them.
Oh,
And so
okay.
Yeah,
Is
that
everything
was-
okay?
that was really interesting.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
so-
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, and so we also went up to the Yorkshire Dales and stayed in a town called Dent. And that was really fun, and it's really pretty country because of all the sheep and stone fences and stuff. And we also toured a Wensleydale factory, a cheese factory. And we got a bunch of free samples, and that's fun. And
They
we
didn't
brought
make
home
money on you, did they?
well, we brought home a piece to Grandma Jan.
I
so.
know, that was sweet, and I'm keeping it for myself. Okay.
And then we've also gone to church here in Coldheim, next a mile away, and we've also gone to church.
Tell about the meeting here.
Yeah, we went to an evening singing session at the York Cathedral, which was really nice. And we've also yesterday we went to church here in Coldheim.
And didn't you double the congregation?
Yes, there were hardly any people. There's hardly anybody there.
Did they have a youth group where 4,000 kids danced?
No, I don't think so.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And
These are mine.
I know,
Oh yeah, I think yours are on the table.
but where's my journal?
Oh, your journal? I don't know.
what are you looking for, honey?
My
You're
journal.
interrupting our video.
All right. So where are you headed tomorrow?
Home.
Home.
Jump
And
window.
what is going on about the planes?
It's really strict security.
Mhm. Why?
So something about bad guys trying to blow up planes, but they fixed it all out.
Yeah. Good. And what are you going to do the minute you get home?
Go to Taco Bell.
Oh, call Jan.
No, that's the first thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's gonna
can't
do.
you can't get Mexican food here, can you?
No.
That's we found some in France actually in boxes. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So overall, what do you think was the very most interesting thing?
Going to Normandy.
Oh yeah, Oh, that is great. It really is great. Okay, you've learned so much. My gosh, you have so much experience, so many things to do. Okay, let's see. Did we do Claire?
No, Chloe.
I'm taking a shower.
Nope. Sit
Okay.
down for 5 minutes.
Yeah, sit down, hon.
Claire, trying
Come
to get
on.
out of an interview. How could you?
Thank you, Sam. You're a
Yeah,
doll. Love you. Okay, here we go. All right, we are recording.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me. All right, we recorded before, right? And so start from when you came here the first time, and then where did you go out from here? Remember Oxford and
We went out.
the
from
Stratford? Yeah.
We went out from here and camped in a little town called Dent, and that was really cool. And on the way, we stopped at a town to look around, and we discovered like the best fish and chips place in the world called the Jiggly. No, it was the Jingling Chippy.
Oh, what is it called?
The Jingling Chippy. Funny name.
Uh-huh.
And so we went to the store in that town, and then we went to Dent and found a campsite, and Dent was a really cute town, and Jay and Jan were staying in bed and breakfast.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And so the first day we just sort of